Senator Fielding.
Thanks, Mr President. My question is to the Minister representing the Attorney-General, Minister Ludwig. Given that Western Australian government has already moved to ban synthetic marijuana products, but they are still being sold legally in all other states of Australia, what is the federal government proposing to do to ensure this legal weed, which has been sprayed with a synthetic chemical that makes it have the same hallucinogenic effect of illegal cannabis, which is banned in all states? And does the government think we should continue to make such products which are designed to manipulate people's minds freely available for the purchase over the counter?
Minister representing the Attorney-General, Senator Ludwig.
I thank Senator Fielding for what, as I understand it, is your last question, and I thank you for the many questions over the period that you have asked in this chamber, particularly your interest in the area of law and order, and particularly in this area that we are talking about, which is the domestic control on synthetic cannabinoids. On the 17th of June, as I think you're aware, Western Australia listed 7 synthetic cannabinoids as banned substances under the WA Poisons Act. WA will subsequently complement this action by making changes to the WA Misuse of Drugs Act. On the 16th of June 2011, the Queensland Government announced that it will be moving...
Just wait a minute, Senator Ludwig. Senator Fielding is entitled to hear the answer. Order. Order. Senator Ludwig.
Thank you. And of course, under the on the 16th of June 2011, the Queensland Government announced that it would be moving to ban synthetic cannabinoids under the Queensland Drugs Misuse Act. 15 emerging drugs will be captured under this change. And of course, although there have been reports in other states, I understand that work is progressing in relation to these. Of course, under the various state legislation, it is a requirement that they deal with under the what I indicated was their similar drugs misuse acts that in various places. The area, of course, in terms of the national drug strategy of the Commonwealth, where we have the significant interest to work with tackling, I should say, illicit drug issues through this portfolio. They've provided $350 million. Australia has seen, of course, a decline in the level of use of illicit drugs, particularly cannabis, methamphetamines, heroin, over the last 10 years.
Time's expired. Senator Fielding.
Thanks, Mr President. I have a supplementary. Given that toxicologists have warned that synthetic marijuana products may cause dangerous side effects such as seizures, high blood pressure, disorders, nausea and vomiting, and given that Australian Medical Association has reported people being admitted to emergency departments suffering from these symptoms after using these products, will the federal government follow the Western Australian and Queensland government's lead and use any federal powers, including corporations' powers, to ban these products once and for all?
The Minister.
As I indicated, the Commonwealth, State and Territory authorities
Senator Bob Brown. Just one, Senator Brown. Senator Brown is on his feet. He's entitled. He's got a point of order. He's entitled to raise the point of order. In silence, Senator Brown.
I found that comment on the honourable senator in his last question offensive. I ask that he withdraw it, or if you didn't hear it, you look at it with a.
I certainly. There's no point of order, Senator Brown. I did not hear any comment whatsoever. Let me assure you from up here. Senator Ludwig, continue.
Thank you. Can I turn to the issue of the fake cannabis issue? Commonwealth, state and territory authorities are, and I think I indicated this earlier, concerned about products which report to have the same effect as an illegal drug. The ingredients in these products are often, of course, not disclosed, and their health effects are unknown. So could I also implore people who are considering this to not undertake this because of the unrelated health impacts. States have and can immediately ban such drug substances, as I indicated in the primary question, under their own drug and poisons legislation, and WA has moved that way. The Commonwealth is currently considering a request to prohibit a number of synthetic cannabinoids, such as Kronic. This is independent of government and is based on evidence and information available to the delegate. It is important to note that the scheduling decisions are recommendations to the jurisdictions, so we can schedule it and make those recommendations, and the enforcement of restrictions will remain with the states.
Senator Fielding.
Thanks, Mr. President. I have a further supplementary. Given that there is some urgency and there are dangerous side effects of these synthetic illegal type drugs, will the Minister call an urgent meeting with all the State Attorney-Generals to agree to an immediate ban across all the states of these synthetic drugs to reassert the government's anti-drug policy?
The Minister.
Thank you, Mr. President. And can I indicate that the Commonwealth, State and Territory authorities remain concerned about not just one product, but products which report to have the same effect as illegal drugs. What the Commonwealth is currently considering is a request to prohibit a number of synthetic cannabinoids, such as Kronic. This is independent of government and is based on evidence and information that's available. But it's important to note that the scheduling decision puts it in the area where the states can act, and the enforcement restrictions will remain with the states and territories. So within the health portfolio, unlike the primary question, which is directed to the AG's portfolio, the health area is currently working with the Commonwealth, the states and territories to ensure that these matters can be scheduled so that they can be picked up by the various state and territories and put in the legal list.
Time has expired.